me talk about the cannabis for a second.
Yeah, sure.
You know, because I like to. I'm an open book. You know what I mean? And I mention it here and there, and I don't want a teenager being like, "Oh, I like Matt Serra. He's cool. I'll start smoking weed." And you know why? Because this is the thing. You know, I used to be a fucking monk when I was training back in Henzo. Was that 20? When I was 25 in that clip,
Yeah.
I wouldn't fuck with anything.
Right.
Anything that could possibly harm me in any way.
Slow you down.
To slow me down at all. For
Yeah.
me being the machine I needed to fucking be.
Right.
I didn't mess with anything. You know, I hardly drank unless once in a while I went out with the guys, but not really, man. There was a certain point I wasn't even out getting laid or anything. I wasn't even out looking for. I was just
women weak in legs.
Man, it was crazy. But you know, that's 25.
Yeah.
You know, now at 51 years old, I got fucking arthritis. I know it sounds pathetic. I'm dangerous as fuck still.
It's part of it.
But, you know, I got some arthritis. And as you know, and why I'm on 2 hours sleep again, I have ulcerative colitis. When I got diagnosed with that in my late 30s, all right, the doctor, and this is why I don't trust fucking doctors. I don't go to this doctor anymore. My mother went to him, and it's funny, and she ended up getting colon cancer, you know. But she called him Dr. Little Hands. And she goes, because he had little hands, and my father would always make a joke like, that's good, because he has to go inside your ass, you know? My father's hysterical. So anyway, Dr. Little Hands told me after a colonoscopy.
Dr. Little Hands.
Perfect.
That's great.
Perfect job for him. Yeah. He told me, look, you know, to help your ulcerative colitis, I can give you a pill that I recommend. He goes, it could affect your liver, but it wouldn't affect your liver for many years.
Right.
So I don't fucking think so, man.
Right.
I'm 51 right now. I'd be sitting here with liver problems or something. And so that turned me off from that. So the only thing that really helps me is the cannabis. Okay. So, you know, and just a little bit about my whole view on just drugs in general. I don't judge anybody, you know, but I do know myself and I know my personality. And I said this before, I think I said it on here about my pizzeria bosses. I might have said this or I might have said it on Unfiltered. UFC Unfiltered, if you like MMA, check out that podcast with me and Jim Norton. I get that. That's like a Twitch with me.
Of course.
But, you know, when I was 17 years old, I worked with at Pizza Amore, the famous Pizza Amore, where the incident happened that changed the course of my life with that street fight. And Nikki and Louie, who I love very much, and Louie passed away a couple of years ago now. Jesus. But I used to go away with Louie skiing and camping. But I love those guys. I was 17, they were 36. Twins. Funny fucking guys. You know, they would talk to me a lot. You know, I was 17 delivering pizzas for them, and they were just hysterical, the stories they would have, you know. And one of the things they were really open to me about is, and what they said, they were just like really, they had a problem at one point with like cocaine, you know, and to their credit, they got over it.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them. No, that was when they were a little bit younger,
Sure.
But they told me, they go, Matt, all you have to do is try it and you'd be fucked. You'll be fucked. You know, and that scared the shit out of me. So to this day, and well, I'm never going to, but I never tried. And I don't, and guys that do, hey, listen, there's different people out there. I just know myself.
Right.
And they scared the shit out of me. And I'm glad they did because I'm not a peer pressure type guy. You know what I mean?
You on cocaine would scare everybody.
People like, oh. You know, dude, that'd be fine. I couldn't even imagine.
No way. Send you off to war.
I wouldn't even take a fucking Adderall or anything.
No.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm pretty wired. I'm good. I like my caffeine, maybe a Zyn or two.
Well, that's a perfect example though, because the first time you did the Zyn was on Rogan.
There you go.
And now here we are.
Now
today.
here I am. Thanks, Joe. You fuck.
Right.
No, yeah. I mean,
but you were saying about the pizzeria guys.
Yeah. So when they had that talk with me, it really I'm so happy they did, you know, because I've been in circles where people breaking shit out and it's not even a thought. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm not that fucking, you know, that guy, that druggy guy, you know, but and it's very important, like guys coming up, guys training. You know, there's some guys that could like smoke weed and train and for a fight. Like, look, like Nick Diaz beat the shit out of Gomi, high as balls after he got tested.
Okay.
He got suspended after that because it was illegal, but he was. They tested his levels were supposed to be really high when he fought him. So I think he must have smoked right before. Oh, crazy! Yeah. But his cardio was insane. You know, I don't. The thing about the weed is it could make you too complacent. Complacent. Am I saying that word?
Yeah,
right?
complacent.
You just and it then you're not. Next thing you know, you're not achieving your goals. Possibly, and so that's why. And also, if you have schizophrenia or something, I seen it affect people the wrong way. I seen people smoke it. Like kids I grew up with. Next thing you know, they get into harder shit. So that's my perspective on it. Like for me, at 51 years old, that's my little trifecta, and it helps me with my stomach. Helps me with my fucking arthritis. I don't like to smell like it. If I'm at my school, I'm always showering. I'm always clean.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to be that guy that fucking, you know, as a good human. I don't want to be that guy to like see kids listen to this or anybody being like, oh yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's a different state. At 50, do what the fuck you want.
I think also we're in a very different place because you and I come from the same generation where the weed was such a illegal,
demonized.
It was demonized.
Yeah.
It was such an illegal thing that it's finally at the place now where I don't see it as a difference. If you were talking about, well, I had a glass of wine. I need a glass of wine every week, right? Every day for something. It's like a lot of people do that, but they don't get that perspective of like you said, because I think you said it very well. When you were training, you weren't doing any of that. You were straight laced. When you were now, it's like, yeah, you get old. You take not only to take the edge off, but for your medical stuff. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it at all. And I think there's some people who are straight laced that I know that are like, do your thing, but it's just not for me.
No,
it's for me. It's definitely for me.
Guys, let me tell you about my buddy's new online community called 3 Punch Convo. 3 Punch Convo is an online community for real MMA fans and pro fighters to interact. No toxicity. That's important for me. No toxicity. It's built from the ground up by 2 lifelong MMA fans. It's a way for fans to get closer to the action, hear behind the scenes insight from fighters, break down fights and matchups, and a lot more. No trolls, no bullshit, no toxicity. If you're a diehard MMA fan, or it's the best $5 a month you're gonna spend. There's no way what a value, $5 a month. They've got some awesome guys involved in it, including some of our guys. They got Naz Sadikov, they got Matt Steamroller Favola. Hey man, those are my people. So head over to 3punchconvo.com, sign up using code Serra to grab your first free month. Let's go. 3 Punch Convo.